contestant number 8, Commander Thalia Jordan. Once again, I really enjoyed my job. Can you come a little closer, Ashley? Closer. All right, here we go. Here's your question. You want a job at 10 Forward on a Federation starship, but you've been warned that the Klingons can get a little crazy. The last time they were there, a Klingon got into a fight with his girlfriend, and everyone had to watch them make up. What would you have done in this situation?
Well, Ensign. My first thought would be, why am I going out for a job at 10 Forward? How would that further my ambitions to become Empress? But then on further consideration, I thought maybe it could be advantageous to work at 10 Forward. Eventually, everyone on a starship goes to 10 Forward, even the captain. And there are things that a man won't tell his mistress that he'll tell his bartender. And as for the Klingon situation, if I had been there, there would not have been a situation with a Klingon making up with his girlfriend. Had I been there, the Klingon would have simply forgotten his girlfriend and switched his allegiance to me. Actually, I could use a Klingon.
Contestant number 9, our Klingon, Kavara. Okay, here we go. Your question. You were called before the High Council because your parents have disgraced the Klingon race and are being kicked out of their clan. You are shocked when you learn that they have moved to the villages and are drinking pina coladas and hosting barbecues. How do you restore the family name and honor?
If this is true, I would hunt them down like the Honorable Patak. Marinate them and roast them on the barbecue. Feed them to the Beckler. Send them down to Greco where they properly belong. And then I would lift my cup of pina colada high and toast to the restored honor of House Olaf, Chancellor Martok. Long live the Klingon Empire!
Thank you.
And I never did touch that treble.
Well then, let's tell the Klingon High Council what we think about that vicious lie and rumor. Let's all join in. Raise your cup up high and repeat after me. We don't care.
We don't care.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Contestant number 10, Ambassador to Uzbekistan, Klingon, and maybe. I didn't have to ask you to come close. You came right up to me. Klingon, baby. How are you?
Comply. No, it's 7 months old, y'all.
Yeah, right. Okay, so your Klingon husband wants you to have your forehead ridges enlarged because he likes big ridges. How do you respond to that?
I would have to tell him that little Vikanta may die well. Of course, I would never choose a mate who would stoop so low as to say that, but should someone be so unfortunate, she should tell him that, really, if he wants her to enlarge her ridges, then he should enlarge his ridges. Of course, it's any woman's decision whether or not to enlarge her own ridges. I would never do such a thing.
Thank you. Contestant number 11, Elisa, a Ryan slave girl. Belly control master. Okay, your question. You can come a little closer here. Thank you. Yes, you were in a bar on Riza, and after knocking back 20 shots, I need to concentrate, 20 shots of Romulan ale, you find yourself singing karaoke of Whitney Houston songs and shouting, "Bobby! Bobby!" When in walks the juiciest piece of Ferengi you've ever set your eyes on, how do you get him to notice you?
Well, first of all, after 20 Romulan ales, I don't think if I will care if he's a Ferengi or not. Maybe he will look like Captain Kirk in my mind. Captain Kirk. Oh well, back to the question. I will embrace the Ferengi tradition, strip all my clothes, and then practice the sacred ancient art of Umax.
All the way from Mexico to be in this pageant. Finally, our last contestant, number 12, G Attacks, the drill host. Yo. Okay, your question. Come on over here, a little closer. Thank you. Trying to hug. Okay, your question. Your race is known for hosting trills. If you had your choice of anyone in the universe, who would you like to be inside of you and why? I should have removed these questions. So sorry. Hey, why not? Who would you like to be inside of you and why?
Who would I like inside of me?
That's a very good question. Q could be fun, you know, omnipotent, almighty power, whatnot, blah, blah, blah. But you know, I think I'd have to go with Derek Zoolander. He is really, really ridiculously good looking. And how cool would that be to have the power of blue steel?
Thank you. Will Blue King work?
I do only get to choose one person to be inside of me.
That's true.
Just keep it up now.
Right.